Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I'm Andy Signore, and look, I never thought I'd be spending my Wednesday morning defending Chris Brown, but here we are, people. Look, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Chris Brown personally. I don't like what he did to Rihanna. I know he's acknowledged and apologized, and she's had, forgiven him, it seems. They've admitted it was a complicated relationship, what have you, but still, as a man, there's just a line you don't cross. And I feel like he did. And he lost respect in my eyes for crossing that line. And there have been since several allegations of similar, counts that I just have assumed, well, look, that's why I don't like this man. However, today, Chris Brown has, in my eyes, proven his innocence. He had a $20 million lawsuit against him from an accuser. Who is labeling him of, one of the worst things you could do. And he's fighting back. Not even in the court of law. He's putting it out on social media because he's over it. And he shared with TMZ a text message, the alleged text message, after their encounter. This is from the woman who allegedly did these terrible things to Chris Brown. Here's how she replied, after he ghosted her. Missing you. You were honestly the best D I've had. I just won it again. Why you playing with me? There's a voice memo we're going to play in a minute. You know full well I wasn't pressing you about no D. You told me to stay, and then I'm going to try and play me? Nah, that's crazy. I didn't deserve that, but you got it. So she's acknowledging she wanted it. She wants it again. She's acknowledging that he told her to stay afterwards and hang out, and already I'm just like, red flag city, red flag city. Well, Chris Brown on his Instagram today is posting out the headlines, and here's the infamous voice message.
Put the time and date.
Well, you're giving me mixed signals. You're like reading my messages and stuff, and you haven't blocked me yet, so I'm guessing you don't hate me.
You've been reading my messages and stuff, and you haven't blocked me, so I guess you don't hate me.
I want to see you again. I mean, just answer the phone, and then you just hung up. Like, just let me know. Like, if you want me to leave you alone, I definitely will. But I really just want to fuck with you again.
Man, there's a special place for these people who come out and accuse you wrongly of these types of actions. And I can relate to this so much, it boils my blood. It boils my blood that forever now, the stigma of me is based off something I didn't even do. It's just, that's what happens. The lowest common denominator people will gather up the gossip and just point it at you and just and come at you. It's sickening. It's sickening the level of people will go to for some attention. And I typically, you don't give those people the attention because that's what they want. That's why they're doing it, right? But bravo in this case for Chris Brown. At the point where you get sued for $20 million, I think it's time you lay down the receipts. And bravo for keeping the receipts. I always keep my receipts. As you guys know, I've learned my lesson. I keep anything I ever think I need to know, or if a conversation I have with somebody that I want to make sure it was very clear, whatever I need to do, I keep it on everything, because you have to in these days and age. And it's sad that that's the world we live in. It's just sad the world we live in, but thank God he kept his receipts, because we never would have known. And now look at how this changes. No more dragging me through the mud. Clearly you can see. Now let's see if the media will keep that same energy they had trying to destroy me, to run the real story. Me and my team are taking legal action on the situation. You don't play with people like that. Dude, he's right. And now, because this woman did that, it creates all this doubt on everything else. So if Chris Brown has done these other things, which again, I don't know, I wasn't there, I don't know, I haven't really fully done the massive homework on this case, so bear with me, but I know he's acknowledged what happened with Rihanna. There have been many other allegations, but now it's like, okay, well, now what? Now what? As even he posts himself. I mean, look, dude, bravo to you. I got to give him some props here, and I got to put the note out because he's right. No one ever wants to share the innocent story. They only want to talk about the salacious gossip. Ooh, what's happening? It's the only time, these people get clicks, these outlets, everybody. Let me get as salacious and vicious as possible. But this woman just exposed herself. Just as all liars and attention seekers eventually do, karma hits us all. And this woman is just despicable. It is despicable. And it literally, I don't know why we can't have laws in place to go after people who are proven to be liars out there spreading misinformation like this. Like information that can cost someone's life. Information that goes after someone's family, etc. This is what they just did to Chris Brown is horrific. Now, and I'm saying that as someone who doesn't even like the guy. I don't always believe in this guy. I have my own doubts, but now all of my doubts are in question because of this woman. Because she had to do this for attention. Why did she do this? Now, look what you've done to actual people who need to be taken seriously. This is why it's now impossible to just believe all women. I listen to all women. I listen to all men too now, though, because the sad reality is this does happen more than people want to admit. Because of the bad apples, now the real people who need help don't get trusted as much. And that's what's so sad. And that's the reality now of why it's so imperative to keep the receipts, to keep something, to go do what you need to do to have any sort of evidence or something, tell people whatever. So there's actually something there, because more often than not, it's just somebody who just needs attention. More often than not, it's somebody who's just I'm going to decide to just do this because I need to do it right now based off of nothing actually truthful. I mean, this woman right here just ruined it for so many people who might actually need to get help. And now I don't know who to believe. That's the sad reality. Everybody today is a victim. Everybody's in pain. Everybody's got to go complain that we've lost focus of when we actually should go complain. That's the real problem today in today's world, in my opinion. And I'm just so over it. It's so frustrating. And I just don't want to... I don't want to give attention to those people. I try to make sure I look at the facts, the evidence, what's actually happening in this case. And I implore you, as things come out, and I'm going to try my best to even be better about it on this channel, when stuff comes out, I'll call it out if I'm like, well, wait a second, this doesn't seem believable. So we've talked about Marilyn Manson. I don't know. It's another one. It's like, I don't know. I can see things on both sides where it's just, I'm confused by that case, and I'm going to be honest about it. And then it's something like Johnny Depp, where I look at that case, I'm like, oh my God, this is so clearly one way. This woman is just a liar, right? You got to do your homework. You got to go look into the research. We can't just be out there, bashing people based off of one account without evidence. You can't do it. Chris Brown just showed it. And this guy's right. You're gonna go to any page that was bashing Chris. None of them are gonna be apologizing for believing her. They never do. They never do. They just want to revel in your downfall. Yay! Torch them! Torch them! We're a mob society that wants to torch people, and never actually have conversations. Never want to try to help Chris Brown. Like, dude, you need some help. Back. I mean, they're probably worse at this point. It's see, I told you so. See, I told you so. Oh wait, that was a lie. Oh well. See, I told you so. That's why we got to be more careful. We all got to be more careful believing what we read out there in the news. It's not always as black and white as we think. And that's why, through my experience, it's opened my eyes to be less judgmental, and to try to really, I do all the time now. I look at all these cases differently because I got to look at it from all the sides of, all right, I hear you. I hear you. I believe you. Now let me go here and see what they're saying. Great. Okay, well, I hear and believe you. Now, one of you is either lying or there must be something in the middle. And more often than not, it's not. It's something in the middle, right? But sometimes someone's lying is the sad reality of things, because we can't have nice things thanks to these people. So to this woman out there, man, you just got owned. You got owned. And just like in my situation, it's a very similar situation here. And again, didn't think I'd be here defending Chris Brown, but look, I'll defend anybody who is being falsely accused of something, because as someone who's been there, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Somebody who goes out there to seek clout like my accuser did, to just go out there without any evidence, just go out on a rant to try to destroy me and my family without any evidence, there's a special place for them. There's a special place for them. And as I've learned, as I left that person alone and I move on with my life and not give the attention that person clearly wants, right? You got to just realize karma's always there for all of us and always sort of exposes the truth. I've learned that the hard way. And that's for all of you guys. You do something wrong and it'll come out. It came out for this woman who just accused Chris Brown big time. So there you go. What do you guys think of this? Does this make you think differently, or does the actions that you've already seen Chris do that have been confirmed, i.e. with Rihanna, is that enough for you to just write this guy off to begin with? And now, how do you believe the other allegations that have been out there about him? Does this bring a new light to things? I want to hear your thoughts down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for all alerts. Hit the bell. Make sure you are subscribed. They're desubscribing, folks. They do it once in a while. Smash the like button and leave your thoughts on there. But again, please, let's be civil to each other. Let's be nice to each other. Let's be excellent to each other. Let's stop judging everybody. Let's be helpful and positive today on today's stream. We'll be back live. Gonna try my best to find some positive stories for you all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. Stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet.